said in the first.
I'm not sure all the taunting
And former heavyweight champion of the world.
Two Hall of Fame legends. Two different styles. One legacy-defining night. Tonight we break down the tactical chess match between Roy Jones Jr. and Felix Trinidad. Not just the punches, but the psychology, ring IQ, and strategic adjustments that decided this fight. This breakdown is for true boxing fans in the USA, UK, and Australia, who want to understand what really wins elite fights: speed, timing, or power.
De Cubeato, Puerto Rico, Felix, Tito, Trinidad.
Good evening, Felix. Tito, you received the rules earlier tonight. Let's go toe-to-toe. Good luck. Touch gloves.
round one. The book is Trinidad.
The way Roy's reacted to punches in recent fights, I think Tito's got to like his chances.
Great punching power to confound Jones.
I think that Roy just, to me, seems to look so much stronger.
Trinidad's money punch. He contributed to most of his big knockouts.
At this stage of their careers, both fighters were past their athletic primes. Roy Jones relied on reflexes and explosive counters in his peak years, while Trinidad built his legacy on devastating left hooks and pressure. What makes this fight fascinating is how aging affects reaction time, punch resistance, and defensive instincts, something every elite fighter eventually faces.
How does Trinidad have left at age 35 after
If he goes in the least deficient modes like this, and the fight could end up being a boring fight.
two low blows by Trinidad. Are reluctant about throwing low blows. Some of them have looked intentional. Lands an uppercut in there.
But the best puncher and the speed and everything, and he's going to neutralize it.
Trinidad is not throwing these punches at the sturdiest target of all time.
Trinidad tries the left hook.
Here you can see Roy Jones establishing his speed with his probably his pit punch in this fight here is going to be, which is simple, fast right hands through the center.
7 of 24. Despite all of his tremendous hands.
Trinidad was not able to rely on his athleticism in his prime to the extent Roy was. He was the more classical boxer in recent years.
Exactly.
They both slowed down just enough to make it a good fight at this stage of their career, particularly Roy.
Jones has never had a bad habit at any moment in his career. Maybe it could have. I'm not sure all the taunting and posing and acting is going to do anything. Because they're older, because their reflexes have faded, they'll be.
That's what Trinidad is doing. He's not going in there throwing a lot of wasted punches like
Ali. Ali, the faded genius artiste, who no longer had the kind of, to really focus on classic disciplined boxing technique.
No, it was 5 years ago.
You're right. Another body shot from Trinidad, lands a left hook.
And that was one of the things he said at the fighters meeting. He was not going to waste his time with throwing punches unless he felt he had a time.
Or we just didn't need it. Right, Emmanuel?
That's correct. But right now, footwork, but his hand speed seems to be very good, as well as Trinidad's.
Good body shot. And Jones smiles.
And he landed the left hook, and I said he wouldn't. He felt he had a target. Fighting a very intelligent fight.
Roy is
not like the Trinidad of old.
In his belly, as if to say, I can take your body shots. Trinidad.
For Trinidad, who is a puncher, the last thing to go.
Some of that is showing up right now.
Indeed.
Jones blocked the left hook from Trinidad and landed a right hand at the bell.
Side step. Get them angles on it, okay? Okay then, that's cool.
27, 3 rounds to nothing. Tito Trinidad. Jim, I don't know. I can't see.
A knockout.
Yeah, and he was quite adamant about it.
If not the harder punches. But
the Certainly there's no indication early that Trinidad is going to get right hand.
The right hands are starting to find their way home now.
Good straight right hand by Jones. Letterman gives the 4th round to Roy Jones. So he's on the scorecard. May not be headed toward the 4th round knockout, but he may look back at this as a good round. Good straight right hand.
Movement, Roy's right there, and Tito's smacking him with the hardest shots, just like you see right there.
Just as Julio Cesar Chavez may have been the
No point. To have lost some steam in the last 2 rounds.
Jim, I agree with you with your comment last round. This is a good fight. Even if you didn't know who these guys were, it'd be a good fight. But
All right, shake it off. One more.
As I got a question, did Mercanti deduct the points for the low blow or simply give Jones time? Good quick left hook.
Roy backing Tito up. Dangerous for him.
Tito got away with it.
And Trinidad's maybe harder shots largely blocked.
Triple left
I
hook.
always had problem with straight punches coming from boxers. And he's getting very close to the point where Tito won't be able to see
The
him.
slow arc.
And Jones seems to have lost some respect for their power, which could be dangerous
Than
for
I
him.
expected to see. Right hand over the top by Jones.
Come on, keep your left up. Because his left was coming in.
Throughout the fight, you see Roy landing continually right hand leads, and I think it's going to be more so. He's hitting those, he's landing probably about 70%.
Out of 32. Roy Jones visibly stepping up his power shot output.
He's really not hitting him, like you say, in the cup, but that's one of the tricks of a lot of the Latin trained fighters. They would pitch on.
Maybe not.
Defense now, and he's not jabbing all at all, using his left hook and all of the fluid combinations, which he's capable of doing. Now, all Roy has to do is throw the punches.
Out in front by a bit. They're landing with a thud, those hooks to the body.
Hard right hand by Jones. See a Jones hook for Roy Jones. Brilliant rally down the stretch.
If you love detailed fight breakdowns like this, where we analyze technique, strategy, and historical impact, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. This footage is used under fair use for commentary, education, and analytical purposes. All rights belong to the original broadcast owners. Our goal is to study the sweet science and preserve legendary moments for boxing fans worldwide.
This is what Jones did after the bell at the end of the last round. I'm not 100% certain of the significance of this.
58, 56, 4 rounds to 2, Tito Trinidad.
Gets through for Felix Trinidad.
Yes, it is.
He's not going to take no.
Roy Jones 1-2, 4-2, Trinidad.
Right hand.
As he gets closer and closer, he's going to be able to land punches. His hands are too fast.
He's letting it all. If you were scoring the referee, you would say Mercanti Jr. is giving.
Watch it. Watch that elbow, Tito.
Perfect example right there. Trinidad throwing a lot of punches, but nothing landed. Short right hand.
His head to get rid of the cobwebs as he gets up.
Tito.
Left hook lands for Roy. Another left hook. Out now. Roy Jones is visibly looking for a
Hearns, the Leonard Hearns 2 hopes.
I was going to say that Jones of old would have finished him off at that time, but he's still spending about 50% on the
favorably and sympathetic. Would the winner of this fight get a chance against the winner of a fight between them?
Here you see Roy landing short right hand right on the side. I mean, very, very good punch. I mean, the reason it hurt Trinidad, he never saw the punch.
Shots in that round, but almost all of them were in the
Done by Roy.
looking to land another big shot.
Such a smart fighter. It appears
Just the way her father does. They were separated
Walking
by
him down.
Yeah, after a very spirited first 3 rounds. If Mercanti were a stricter referee with regard to that, Trinidad may already have accrued penalties.
Since when they went to the Olympics in '88, and he was.
Many things have conspired to show us why Jones was such a prohibitive favorite in the fight. Seconds ago, Trinidad coming back to the body.
He's not throwing punches home.
Two good left hooks. Tremendous depth of background and knowledge can do, but it's fascinating.
They have a great relationship with him. He lets Roy have a lot of say about what's going on, and that's good.
Trinidad now dancing. I was just about to say, why? Yeah. Because Murchison is a no-ego guy.
No, he works very well.
Body shots with his elbows, but man, they're hitting his elbows hard.
Trinidad is still winning around.
Dancing away to create space as Jones suddenly becomes...
And yet why a lot of people consider Tito so live.
Judges for this fight. He's the guy who had Oscar De La Hoya beating Floyd Mayweather. Now Jones unleashes the right hand again.
Weapons at his best. He was the fastest fighter I've ever seen.
De La Hoya has promised his Puerto Rican wife, Millie Correcha, doesn't the marketability of the fight go down if Trinidad loses here?
It's beating him up. And that's all there is to it. He's won 4 rounds.
That he will never fight another Puerto Rican fighter, but it's also been widely reported that De La Hoya was considering fighting.
Maybe somewhat, but I think the names Oscar De La Hoya and
I think he's doing it because he's walking it down. He's coming forward. When Roy Jones comes forward, he's a terrific
sizzling hook he's thrown in a while.
That may have affected Jones.
Notice how Jones creates the knockdown. It's not raw power, it's positioning. Trinidad's feet are squared, his weight is forward, and Roy times the counter perfectly. Elite fighters in modern eras, from American defensive stylists to British counterpunchers, study moments like this to understand how timing beats aggression.
Knockdown number 2 for Jones.
5, 6.
An extremely one-sided fight with 2 rounds.
Here you see Tito coming in, and I thought he came in and his legs had gotten a little out of position right there with square, and that's what caused the knockdown. A little bit more, but he seemed to be very satisfied with pops.
Trinidad together on the billboard, on the marquee, will always sell.
Big right hand by Jones. And another 6 years old in annual.
Yeah.
That's a choice. In his spots.
Possibilities before that ever has to come to be.
For a long time. It's been talked about frequently. When we asked Tito about it yesterday, he fight is a rematch with Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
Roy's having his best success when he's walking Trinidad down, which is... There are still options for either guy.
The 11th round has been something of a phony war. And not finding it.
Come on, you're the general. You're the general. Let's walk, let's walk. Let's use that jab.
Roy Jones fighting for the 56th time. Dedicated himself, put a lot of effort into trying to be as good as he could be. Hasn't Roy Jones, all of his career, been more of a sharp puncher than a heavy puncher?
Yes.
Looking to erase some of the memories, some of the bad taste.
A fine performance from Roy Jones. In a weird way,
having to lose 30 pounds of muscle to come back down in the light heavyweight division.
And that's reasonable.
And I think he's resigned in his corner. Listen to him, he's resigned himself to that. But it's
Glencoff Johnson and Antonio Tarver. Rather than those...
Particularly the next fight with Lynn Johnson, it was way too soon. Without having the last knockdown, I didn't think he was hurt tonight. And he's been getting hit with punches all night long, but hasn't been seriously hurt except for that one.
Of his older self. And goes... In fact, I think that's the likely explanation.
Knockdown. and that was for a brief second.
Well, and
Those knockouts can't just be thrown away. He is now 39 years old, and he doesn't look
an opponent who hadn't fought in 2.5 years.
Indeed.
Nice fight. Nice fight, Felix. Nice fight.
This wasn't just about winning rounds, it was about legacy. Roy Jones Jr. was proving he could still outthink and outmaneuver an elite champion. Trinidad was proving a puncher's power is the last thing to fade. Nights like this remind us why boxing remains one of the purest tests of skill, heart, and intelligence in sport.
To the scorecards, all to the winner by unanimous decision. He turned back the clock tonight, Roy Jones.